The Dallas Cowboys present These Boots Are Made for Talkin', the official podcast of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Now your hosts, Courtney McKenna and Shannon Gross.
Hey,
Shannon.
hey. Yeah, R.I.P. Shannon. We got... I mean, I don't even know what we did to deserve this.
Aw, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. The
Hashtag
one
blessed.
and only Jinelle filling in at co-host for Shannon again. Yay! Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Came in clutch in the third hour. Or is that 23rd hour? I don't even know what the saying is. I just know it's something.
24th hour?
No, because then that's a new day.
Oh.
Just came in clutch.
She came in clutch, and I am so happy she's here. Welcome
12th
back.
It's an
hour.
absolute
12th
honor.
hour?
I think it's 12th hour.
Thanks, y'all.
Y'all, everybody's probably in the comments like, oh, you don't know. No, I
Don't say
know.
y'all. Don't say y'all. I try.
Y'all.
But yay, rookies.
Yay, rookies. Yay, we got an old timer and then some new timers. And for the first time on These Boots Are Made for Talkin', we have the lovely Cianna. Hey.
Oh, I don't
and
get- I
Briana.
don't get
Briana back for her second time,
Yeah, no.
but it's still just as exciting.
No.
Do you rather Cianna or Cece?
Anything. I feel like, yeah, whatever.
Well, no. What is your preference? I know. You guys are like, oh, whatever Kelly and Judy like better. But what do you prefer?
I like Cece. I feel like everybody calls me Cece now, and I honestly answer to anything though. But Cianna, Cece's probably more common.
Is
She's a
Cece?
Disney
Do you
princess.
love me?
Yeah.
Cece, do you love me?
So I'm going to go ahead already and say the goal of today is to make Cece laugh as much as possible because I have never in my life heard her laugh like this. And the second I met her, I was like, everyone just wants to be around you. And
It's kind of an irritating laugh. I know.
No,
feel
I
like-
think it's cute.
She'd be like laughing during training camp, and we're like, nothing's funny, Cece.
and then we would just mimic her because look at that girl.
I know. Sometimes, yeah. I literally laugh at anything.
You're
You
very
can make me
loved.
laugh, like.
It's a great ego boost when you like text her though. 'Cause I'm like, I should do stand up or
But
something.
it's like a full like belly laugh you don't have that. There's nowhere, there's no halfway
It's always
point.
she's laughing so hard she can't talk.
Yeah, basically, or I'm crying.
We appreciate it.
Oh,
It's going to be a really fun hour.
Kelly told me
Yes.
once, she's like, I could be sitting at the front of the bus on the way to the games, and I hear you laughing at the back of the bus, and I'm like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I can attest. I've heard her say that. She's like, is that Cece giggling? And we're all like, yes.
Just me.
Oh, we love it.
We do.
Great little laugh.
Yay.
Not even a little laugh, but a good laugh. Sorry, not hating on your laugh, but
Oh no, we laugh at
You have a
Cece
good
too.
laugh, too.
Goodbye. It's a great ego boost though, because I mean, you could literally look at her and she'll start laughing. So you're either like, am I funny or do I look funny? Like, which one is
good
it?
about
Like, are you laughing at me?
Right? Are you
I'm
laughing
not
at
really
me or
sure.
with me?
Usually at you. No,
Probably.
okay. Well, we'll dive right in because this is Cece's first time on the show.
First time.
First timer,
we
finishing
go.
up her rookie season. But before we hit on all the good stuff, we gotta, like with everybody, start and tell everyone listening a little bit more about yourself.
Okay.
You're Cece from Hawaii.
Yes.
But tell us, well, I want to hear all about Hawaii, so let's do
Okay.
that second.
Okay.
First, talk about your dance career and experiences and everything that has led you here as a Dallas
Sure.
Cowboys cheerleader.
So I'm actually a prima ballerina. No, I'm just kidding. I started dancing when I was 3 years old, and growing up in Hawaii, I did everything from hip hop, jazz to hula, which was always really fun.
Hula.
Yes. In high school, actually, I think I told you guys this once, but I was a hula and Tahitian dancer. That was my high school job in like Waikiki for all the luau's, which was really fun. And then I went to Oregon State University where I danced on the cheer and dance team for a couple years, and then moved to Portland, Oregon, and I danced for the Portland Trailblazers. So I did MBA for 2 seasons.
I got so many questions about everything you just
Yes.
said.
Okay.
First, though, why Oregon? That's nothing like Hawaii.
Yeah, so I did have family in Oregon. I still do, and I knew I wanted to go away from Hawaii, and it was kind of like a home away from home kind of thing. You're not too far, but you still get like the difference of not being home. So I was kind of just ready for that jump. You kind of get a little bit of island fever when you're there for 18 years. So it was such an easy transition too. I loved Oregon State and all my friends that I met. So it was a really good, like I never got homesick or anything like that. And yeah, that's why I chose Oregon. And I loved the campus. I will always say Oregon State has the best campus compared to University of Oregon. So Molly and Maggie, shout out. Beavers versus Ducks. So yeah.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs.
Go Beavs.
All the way.
Okay, so now I have to rewind because I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing I am and the fans. We need to hear more about hula and Tahitian dancing because I don't know anything about it. Us mainland folks, is it literally just moving?
Hey, I'm an islander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your island's a
little bigger. Yeah, yeah. It's all about the hips. You have to be really graceful with it. I mean, it took me a long time to learn. My mom is a beautiful hula dancer. She was always the one that, I used to go with her to her hula practices when I was like a little baby. But yeah, it's a beautiful art. Like you have different types of hula too. And Tahitian is really fun. Tahitian's like the really fast moving hips. And that was really fun. Where, the coconuts. Yeah, grass skirt, everything.
You'll legitimately wear coconuts.
Yep, I had to wear the coconuts. I actually, because I have short blonde hair, they made me wear like this really long brown like wig that I would have to perform with. So it was actually kind of funny. I kind of...
Why didn't you do it for your solo?
I know, I should have.
Oh my God. What about...
Should I just do it for this upcoming?
You should definitely.
I think you should.
Why not?
Just like clip it in.
It was really long. Do like a little
it was
10
really
seconds
long.
in there.
Yeah.
I'll start like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then take off the wig.
Yeah. Just whip it around. But yeah, hula was, it's always fun. And it's something that, you do, at a party back home or just like for fun with your friends. Yeah, I know.
I was like, your parties sound a lot different than ours.
So when you went to a party, was that like...
Yeah,
they'd put on the music, or there'd be a DJ or something that would be cool the music,
or,
and everyone would just...
Yeah, you'd have a band. They'd be playing, your ukulele, and you just pop up and start dancing. Yeah.
We live very different.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Do you miss it?
I do. I really miss being home, but, I know it's always going to be there. I can always go home, so my family's all there. And the time difference is a little hard, but it's always going to be there. So I'll be home shortly. Mom, if you're watching, I'll be home shortly.
Hey, great place to go home to take some vacations.
Yeah. It's always so nice just getting on the beach and soaking up some sun. Yeah.
Doing a little hula when you go home.
There you go.
Hey, Hula. One thing though I learned before we came down here, I had no idea. Briana.
Yes.
Lived in Hawaii at some point too.
Yes. And we were
very
there
interesting backstory.
at the same time, right?
Yeah, we were like just a few miles apart. We didn't know this before, but
I know. She just really loves me, so she moves wherever I am.
I did not hula at my parties. I did not. That was not my high school job, but I did live there. I was near the Diamond Head in Hawaii Kai, and she was what? You were a few miles.
So
away.
I'm in Manoa, so it's looking at Diamond Head. So we're kind of like the same distance apart.
It's like South Shore and North Shore, kind of where most people live, and then Waikiki is just touristy.
Yep.
So I'm desperate to go to Hawaii, as I'm sure most people are.
Yes.
There's multiple islands to choose from. We need suggestions. Where do you go? Where do first timers go?
I say Maui. I mean, I feel like if you don't want to go to like the commercial side of it,
for sure,
definitely Maui.
Yeah, Maui's definitely a resort, vacation getaway kind of deal. Yeah, my island's very city. I think people just assume when they hear Hawaii, I've grown up in like a grass hut kind of thing, like rode dolphins to school kind of thing. Yeah. But no, it's like super city, a lot going on, and it's constantly growing. Every time I go home, there's something else new there that I haven't seen. So, yeah.
When are you next going home?
I don't know. I got to go home for Christmas, which was so fun. But I'm not sure. Maybe before we leave for calendar.
But your family came over here, right?
Yeah. They came to 2 games, which is so fun because they had never been to an NFL game. So that was a big deal. They were like so in awe of like the stadium, our locker room. That was like a huge thing.
Did they come and visit you at the Trailblazers?
Yeah, they actually only made it up once though. I had so many games for Blazers that it was just, by the time you go through 42 games or, however many you make it through, you're just like, it's okay, you can catch another one. But because, we have so few and it's just such a big deal for one game, they were like, yeah, I have to come. So.
Cowboys fans or
them
too?
Yeah, I think they've known that this has been such a long time dream for me that they were just all in. So, yeah, big Cowboys fans now.
Yay. Cowboys.
Yeah.
Love it.
What about you?
Well, they already know about me since I
No,
did
tell
it
me
once
more.
before, but
Tell me more.
Did you talk about your backstory last time about
I feel
growing
like
up
a
on
little
bases?
bit, but
Yeah, you said you've been
a little bit of everywhere.
So
Yeah, both my
hit us
parents,
with the list.
Yeah,
Where
both
have
my
you lived?
parents graduated from West Point, so with that comes a lot of moving. But I was actually born in Germany, and then which makes it very hard to get a passport in the U.S. because our birth certificates are different. And so every time I go to like renew it, and I'm sure you probably like run into this, maybe I just have the
really
worst
fun.
luck. Yeah, they're like, you don't have a short form and a long form. I'm like, we don't have that. And they're like, well, you'll need to call them to see. I'm like, they don't have that.
No.
So, born in Germany, lived in Virginia, California, Kansas, Georgia, Hawaii, Texas, Alabama, Tennessee. I feel like I'm forgetting something in there.
So you grew up on bases.
Sometimes like the schools weren't the best, so my mom and like dad we'd live off base and go to like one of the schools there. We went to private schools a couple of times. Just kind of depends. Like when we lived in Kansas, we lived in the middle of nowhere. I felt like so. That was not my favorite place. Gonna be honest, guys.
What was your favorite?
I don't know. I love Hawaii just because I feel like Hawaii.
She's just saying that. Casey.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to be CC. I feel like Hawaii was fun though because I think that it very much is a culture of like family and relaxing and just like enjoying life and liking life and loving life and so a lot less of the hustle bustle, especially if you live out of like the main city and you live out of like Honolulu and Waikiki. It's definitely, and we were like a mile from, not even a mile. We like walked down to the beach. It's just fun. You can't complain about Hawaii. I mean,
Real quick, I'm getting directions to have you guys bring your mics closer to your mouths, please.
hello.
There we go. All right. Sorry if I was
I don't know
cutting
if I was
you off.
included on that. So I'm just gonna-
Everybody just get all up on there so everyone can hear.
But that's really interesting, though. Like, I think that's something that makes you really unique, and just having a very diverse background and cultural experience growing up everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like it helps me because I work in HR now. So I feel like it definitely helps me relate and have a little more empathy to those that aren't like me. And I mean, I deal with every type of person and every type of, situation. And so I think that knowing that we all are different, as cheesy as that sounds, you get to see, like, it's really hard sometimes to imagine how people outside of your bubble live. Like, even now, just like, you're like, I don't have hula at my whatever. But it's just so different knowing how differently everyone lives and how differently everyone was raised. And so it definitely makes you have a little more patience for those who may not be like you.
So
awesome.
you just said HR.
Yes.
Cece told me that she got a new job.
I did.
So tell everybody what you're doing now.
I'm working in communications for the American Heart Association here in Dallas. So it's been amazing. They've been, more than welcoming, and it's been a really good transition starting right after season ended. So yeah, it's been great. I've had so much fun so far.
Our little philanthropist.
I know. She failed.
Exciting.
She was supposed to give me Girl Scout cookies. And she failed.
I know.
You were a Girl Scout?
No, my coworker. Yeah,
recently
I was a Girl Scout and I was horrible at it.
yeah, she sits across from me, and she brought in this huge batch of boxes of Girl Scout cookies. So I brought the sign-up sheet into the locker room, and it was...
Cece's got the plug.
Yeah, I got the
Yes.
plug. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm going to need like 45 boxes.
Of Thin Mints, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seriously.
And then more.
They're very
So,
good.
You're telling me you just found out about Girl Scouts?
I recently, yes. And I also recently learned the trick of putting the Thin Mints in the freezer.
Game
Game
changer.
changer.
And so, I'll go
So
ahead and add
good.
one layer to that is when I'm a big tea drinker, you know, like British style hot tea with milk in it.
love that.
Almond milk. And then you get the Thin Mint and it's frozen and you dunk it, like kind of an Oreo, but no.
Wait, in the tea?
Yeah, like you dunk it in the
that's a new
tea
one.
and then you
I don't know
eat
if I
it.
like tea.
But so you got to like tea first. It's just
Coffee
it's a
would
lovely
be-
afternoon treat.
Well, Tim Tams.
There you go.
But they do
I should have
coffee.
bought some today.
Have you guys ever had Tim Tams?
No.
No.
Courtney asked me to bring her back a treat from my trip last time when I went home, so I bought her the best thing.
Yeah, you should really just take me next time you
I
go.
should.
Yes.
Thank you. I should.
Maybe that's
We
where
should all
calendars
go.
should be.
Australia.
Seriously.
An abundance of beautiful beaches to choose from.
I love
An
that.
exotic wildlife.
We can be posing
That
with
too.
kangaroos.
Yep.
It'd be cute.
Would be great. Okay, but I'm not okay with Thin Mints and tea. That freaks me out.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan.
You
but
haven't tried it.
No.
Just no.
There's a lot of things in life I haven't tried it. I just don't. I feel like.
Speaking of not trying, just found out this too. Cece has never had Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Ever.
I know. I haven't
You
And then
are
wait, there was
crazy.
another one. What was
First
the other one
time.
you said? Started with P.
Oh, Popeyes. She's never had Popeyes either.
I don't think I've had Popeyes
Oh,
either.
Lord.
Yeah.
I live off Chick-fil-A.
I do too, like so much.
I only know the dancing cow, right? Or
If that's all you know about
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, then we have an issue.
I know. We really have to
well,
go.
you're one step ahead of me, so
We're both gonna go.
judge all you want.
After maybe after this.
I know. We should have like
You've never had their milkshakes?
Chick-fil-A.
I feel like you've been really deprived.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, we don't
Sounds like a lot of dairy.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have one every day, but I mean, I'm also 29 and I've had Chick-fil-A before.
Yeah, since I've been home, there's no Chick-fil-A in Hawaii.
There's no Chick-fil-A in Hawaii. But
Sorry, couldn't
there are
move
plenty
there.
around in a 5-mile radius.
It was a big deal when we got Target, so there's no Chick-fil-A, I don't think.
When did you get a Target?
Oh, I mean, that was a while ago, but when we got one, it was like the party was at Target.
That came shortly after they were just, living in a hut.
exactly. Riding the whale.
Imagine living in a world without Target and Chick-fil-A at my
know.
disposal.
Target is a game changer. I
very
sometimes I just
convenient.
go just for fun.
You feel good about yourself every time you go.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh.
Why? Because I
Okay,
end up
never mind.
spending a lot more money than I went there to spend.
That's so
yeah,
true.
every time
Buying
but I'm
things I
always
don't
happy.
need.
I have like
Always
82
happy.
tea towels, and I'm like, I don't even cook. Why do you have 82 towels?
For the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my St. Patrick's Day one out
Yeah,
right now.
I'm like, I don't even cook. What do
Patrick's
you?
Day, that's fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, actually,
excited.
we're over. We'll go hop to a break, but when we come back, let's talk about St. Patrick's Day.
Yay.
And some other fun stuff that these two have been up to
Love it.
in the off season. And you catch all that and more on These Boots Are Made for Talkin'.
Back to These Boots Are Made for Talkin'.
Essilor has been helping Cowboys fans see better since 1972 so they don't miss a moment on the field. Get glasses with Essilor's best vision, clarity, and protection with the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package. 3 innovative technologies in one lens. For a limited time, you can double your lenses for free when you purchase the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package and get a second pair of frames. Find a participating eye care professional and details by visiting EssilorUSA.com. That's EssilorUSA.com. Terms and conditions apply.
If you're like me and you love... if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the pro shop or at Stetson.com today.
Dr. Pepper is the one you crave. But how do you explain that craving?
Imagine being shipwrecked on a desert island, alone. Glass-like curls of surf pound the shore with Dr. Pepper-colored waves. Surrounded by desire, but you can't drink it because it's the ocean. Fish live in there. The only thing you want is Dr. Pepper, and you can't have it.
Now that is a Dr. Pepper craving. Dr. Pepper, the one you crave.
Back to These Boots Are Made for Talkin'.
Got a table full of girls wearing hoops except Cece.
I know. I think
I'm on a
it's
bus
hoops
full of
memo.
girls. I'm on a bus full of girls. But they don't have hoops in Hawaii.
Apparently
so.
not. I think the hoops would get stuck in my big hair.
Yeah, it's a little tricky with these big ear things, I'll tell you now. We're making it
still
work.
looks cool underneath. I just love hoops.
Brianna
so much.
says she feels like J-Lo.
You know, every time I wear hoops, I feel like J-Lo.
I
thought
see
you were talking about these.
Oh, no. I was
Yeah,
talking
well,
about
that's lame. I don't know. She took them off in the break, and we're like, I feel like J-Lo.
Oh, no, J-Lo's always rocking some nice
Isn't
hoops.
she wonderful?
I know.
Big fan.
That ring.
That ring.
Just everything about her.
Looks like a ring pop.
Oh my God, I was talking about it with my friends at lunch today. Huge. Amazing. And now I'm
Huge.
like, inspiration.
Good job, A-Rod.
Right?
I know, right? It reminds me, remember at Diamonds Direct, the ring we tried on?
Oh, my gosh.
We tried on $1 million ring.
Did you
at
try the
Diamonds
one
Direct.
with the yellow in it?
Yep. Tried
Yeah.
that one on. I think I tried
Every
everything.
one called yellow, but wasn't that a fun night?
Oh,
Yeah, how was
no.
Pinky Party for you guys?
So exciting.
It's great. Very
Yeah.
aspirational in
Yes.
regards to what my future has been. One of like the sales associates, and probably that's the wrong name, but we were trying it on and he gave us his business card. I'm like, I don't think I'm your prime clientele, but thank you. I will save this.
Yeah.
One day?
It was fun too, just like being with everyone, like not just the rookies, but
Yeah.
it was like a team event, you know.
A full
so
diamond party.
yeah, it was great. It was really fun.
So good.
Very exciting.
And then you get them soon.
I
Yay.
know. So excited.
You're never going to take it off.
I know.
I know. Kelly's like, is it too tight? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah, it's never
taking
coming
it
off. Yeah.
Bury me in my ring. Have you ever
really.
taken yours off?
I've never taken it off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, one time I had to get an X-ray and they made me, and I was really upset about it. But apart from that, no, it doesn't come off ever. But all the other rings come off.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of rings.
I know. We talked
She's on a
about this
ring
last
kick.
time.
7 rings.
I just can't decide which
7
one I want.
rings.
So
Hey.
I wear them all, and they all come off at night except the pinky.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, so
Wait, so St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
that's what we call it in Australia. St. Paddy's Day.
Do you guys celebrate St. Patty's Day in Hawaii?
Yeah.
It's still in the U.S.
Still in the U.S. here, girl.
I'm kidding. I'm
Just
kidding.
kidding.
But you do too in Aussie?
A little.
Little.
My dad's Irish, so we do, you know,
yeah.
we just have a lot of fun with that. But it's not a really big event like it is here.
People
Most
don't.
things aren't.
Yeah,
But
Australians are
this
more
is a whole
relaxed.
weekend of fun, I feel like,
It
you
is.
know,
Yeah.
with all the green and
Parade.
parade.
Green beer.
For sure.
Are either of you going on any of the St. Patty's appearances?
Yes, we are actually both going to Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Hey.
Very
it's a fun
excited.
I've
We're
heard
excited.
That's a good one. So maybe tell a little bit about that one and then talk about how excited you guys are.
We don't actually know much about it, but Janelle probably knows more.
Yeah, hit us.
So it's really fun. I've been the last few years on it, and last year it poured the whole time we were in the
Really?
parade.
Oh, wow.
And so by the time we got out, you know, it's the world's shortest parade.
Yes. Right.
So it's over before you know it. And it's quite an art because they give you, there are these wonderful friends that walk by the cars, and then you have all of the necklaces, beads. on your arm. So tip, sit on the side that you're throwing arm. You can use your right arm if you want to throw that way. Otherwise, you have to use your left arm if you throw that way. And it was, it's a real struggle to twist. And so choose your side wisely when you get in the car. But then it's over before you know it. Well, they give you so much, and everybody wants one, and you want to get the art form down, but it's really quite difficult to not tangle them. And there was this one time where I just threw it, and the whole bunch just went not even to. The car's still going, and it just plonks on the road right in front of me, and all the people start laughing.
So you just sit and wave.
So you're just hi, sorry, that was my whole bunch gone, and you can't get them now. So it's an art form. Take your time. Don't be stressed and rushed by everyone yelling at you, because it's a lot of fun and everyone's really happy.
Don't twist your beads.
And then just take your time, peel them off slowly. And when you get to the end, and it was pouring last year, so it was extra fun. And then you get to do your dances and go up and meet people. And I held a few babies, which is always the best. And people just pass them to you over the fence.
I know. Babies.
People always just pass
it's
kids
really
to us.
fun.
It's
great. Really fun.
Yeah, we're excited. Very excited.
You'll have a great time.
So how short is the world's shortest
St.
Patrick's Day
meters.
parade?
Oh, in actual kilometers.
Or what do they
I
tell
want
you?
to say, I'm metric system, so it's tough for me to remember. But I would say, it's actually probably not. It's like a football field length. It's not even that long. That could be very wrong. I'm just wildly guessing from memory of. You go to the end of the road, then you take a sharp right, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can pretty much see it from the get-go.
Okay. So, everybody listening, if you live in Hot Springs
Come on out.
anywhere in
We will be
Arkansas
there.
or near, come visit. How many of you guys are going?
I want to say there's 12 of us going. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Probably around there, yeah.
Is the parade on St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, or is it on Saturday?
I believe it's on Sunday.
It's Sunday this year.
Nice. So actually on the official day.
Yes.
I know.
We're
They
so
have a couple
excited.
concerts too.
Yeah.
What was it? Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth.
Hi now.
You're a rock star. I love Smash Mouth. Of course, that's the main song that I really know, but
Because you just think of Shrek, right?
Yes.
I do.
Yes, I love Shrek.
I love
It is
Shrek.
such a fun weekend, though. Really, it'll be a highlight for you for the year for sure.
It's always fun just going with the girls.
That too.
Anywhere,
Girls trip.
And
Girls
everyone there
trip,
is so
yeah.
sweet, and the locals are divine, and the people who organize it are really friendly. And
I love it.
gosh,
I'm
she's so
excited
divine.
for you. Divine.
Divine.
You not use that word?
Not
my regular vocabulary.
My mum says it a lot. I think that's where I got it from.
divine.
I don't think my mom says
It's
it.
divine.
No, I think if I'm being dramatic in describing food, I would use divine.
Really?
Like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
Nuggets.
divine.
Yes. But other than that, no.
So this will be your first full long weekend trip.
Yeah.
For both. Yeah, both
Yep.
of us. Very
Yep.
excited.
So excited. Can't wait.
We have a rookie group text
Yeah.
with it. We're
we're just
4 or 5 of us. We're like, what do we do? What do I?
what are you
What do I
packing?
say? What are you packing? Are you bringing 2 socks or 1 sock?
Yeah, basically. It is really nice, I must say, that we have one uniform.
Oh, that is
Because
very true.
In NBA, we had, I kid you not, I think for the Blazers, we had over 70.
7-0.
7-0.
That's crazy.
Yep. We had, which was actually, it was always so fun because you could, mix match, what uniform are you wearing? We would have to bring at least 5 uniforms for a game because you would change from opening to your first dance to your second dance. And yeah. So it's nice when you don't
to
have
remember.
high anxiety about packing, you just pack the uniform and your boots and you're good to go. So,
Oh my God, that's so many.
That is a lot.
yeah. It was fun though. It was fun.
I feel like I've been to enough Mavs games and I've seen them in a bunch of uniforms, but I would guess 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Blazers had a lot.
Is that standard?
No, I think we definitely had a lot more than most average teams, or than the average of most teams. Sorry.
Well, then.
But yeah, we just had, and also if we had a pair of black shorts, we would have black shorts with 1 red stripe, black shorts with 2 red stripes, so it was a lot of different varieties. So
I can literally feel Jinelle panicking.
If that was me, I would have bought everything I own.
Yeah.
Every game.
yeah.
Kind of like
what if
training
you
camp.
forgot it?
Training camp,
When
yeah,
they tell you to like bring everything.
Did anyone ever forget anything?
I think I
during training camp
no,
or
during like an item of outfit
and you
for that
have to
night?
go home and get it before the game starts. Yeah, or else you can't dance.
So you'd want to fully lay everything out to make sure you got it on the night.
Yeah, triple check that bag. It was high anxiety going.
Wow.
Making sure you have everything.
Did you guys ever forget anything for training camp, though, following up on that?
I think I did once, but it wasn't a camera night. So I think I had the wrong shorts, or I don't remember what.
It's hard to.
It is hard, and
when you're new, it's hard. Like
Yes.
right now, I think we're used to it.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, okay.
I just don't like. Everyone's like, just leave your stuff there, and I'm like, but I need to wash it, and I need to hang it, and I need to like, and everyone's, and I'm like, y'all don't wash it in between each day. I can't do this. And so Brendan was like, just bring everything this time, and I was like, okay.
That is a really bad feeling.
It is. Luckily, it wasn't. I was like, I'm gonna get cut that night, and it's not even a CMT night. Yeah, I think I only did it once.
I'm sure I did at some point, but I was, you just get so nervous that you even like, you just black out, and you're like, huh? Yeah, exactly. That's where the nervous laugh comes in.
But they sound the same. Your real laugh and your funny laugh and your nervous laugh all sound the same.
I just laugh all the time.
You're precious.
Always laughing.
So what was not training camp, let's start from auditions. What was that like for both of you last year?
I think for me, at least, auditions were long. I mean, I think the important thing, though, is to recognize that like the people you are sitting next to could be your teammates, and just reminding yourself that kind of how you treat them and how you interact with them like during that waiting process and during that learning process can kind of affect you for the rest of training camp and all of auditions. And not saying that anyone was mean or anything like that, just that's how I look at Daphne, Caroline, and Gabby, and they met like the first day of auditions and were roommates for the past year. And so I think for me, it was just a lot of like seeing familiar faces and just catching up.
Yeah. And yeah, I met Daphne. I think Daphne was the first person I met at auditions. And yeah, you just never know who you're sitting next to and where your journey's going to go from there. I will say you can think you're prepared and you are probably not.
Which you're probably wrong.
Honestly, for everything. I think I mentally was going in and I was like, yeah, I got this. And then I got there and I was like, oh my God.
Don't got this.
Mom. But yeah, and it's, you really just got to put whatever you have out there and just go from there. But it was a lot. It was.
Did you go to any of the prep classes leading up?
Oh, go ahead. Do you want
I would say you can go.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just kidding. I went to one prep class, and it was my senior year of college, and I met Jinelle there.
I was gonna say. Oh, I see what you mean.
We have a really cute photo together.
Yeah, we do. And my hair was straight. I used to wear my hair straight.
Is that the way you did the split in front of the sign?
Yes. I know. I posted
was at Valley
it on Instagram,
Ranch, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was with Shelly Bramhall. And I was so nervous going because I didn't know what to expect. And I had waited so long just to be at Valley Ranch, honestly. And I was so excited. And we did the class, and I absolutely loved it. Met you, and Jen Ambern was with you assisting. And I was just so in awe of everything. And that's when I met Shelly, and we had talked a little bit on Twitter after that, and she helped me so much during this audition process. I really couldn't have done it without her. So, yeah, that was my first and actually my only prep class that I was able to make it to.
But you guys, remember girls that you meet when you're assisting and helping teach?
Yeah, definitely. There are always some that stand out, or that you see in the class and you think they have a really good shot, or you want them to try out even more. And but it's more of a personality thing for me. I think if I meet a really sweet girl that I think she should definitely go for it.
Totally. And if anybody's coming to audition, audition, but also prep classes, is it weird if they message you like on Instagram or Twitter or something?
Not
afterwards?
at all. That's very common. Yeah. And I think any DCC or anyone who's ever done this experience before is certainly more than willing to share any piece of advice to help a sister out.
I don't think you can get through it without like help, honestly.
No, and that's what you know. That's honestly, this sisterhood is made for that. It's to support each other and be each other's best cheerleaders.
That is one misconception I think I had coming into this was, you know, I didn't want to reach out because everybody's competing for a spot. And I in my mind, I was like, I don't want to reach out. And, you know, they're like, no, I still want my spot. But it's so isn't like that. Yeah, it's so not like that. You know, you hear about people reaching out all the time in the locker room, and everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, I messaged her back and I told her this and that. So yeah, I mean, anybody auditioning, feel free to reach out.
And those prep classes that you can take now are so helpful.
Helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
every Friday and Saturday. It's
time is ticking. Auditions is right around the clock.
Yeah.
Corner. Right
Either
around
way.
the corner. I think it's like 65 days, something like that.
Oh,
super close.
What about you? Prep class? Did you go?
I'm trying to think. I think last year I went to Shelley B's once, and I don't think I did any other ones at the Star. I went to Jinelle and Briana a lot, but I'm trying to think. I don't know that I did it a lot at the Star. I did Shelley's at the Field of Dreams. But I mean, we still go to prep classes now. And I mean, I think that just echoing what she said, they're very low pressure, very low. For sure. Everyone feels like they have to like be their best selves 6 months out from auditions. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't, because we're not our best selves yet, probably heading into auditions. And we still have that time to kind of fine tune it. And I think people get nervous with prep classes. They're like, well, if I'm not the perfect size that I want to be and my hair doesn't look exactly the way I want and my dance isn't exactly, I'm not going to go. And that's kind of the place to see, well, maybe I've been heading down the wrong path. Maybe I need to change, you know, my hair color this way or whatever it is. So I do think when the leaders do it, or even when Shelley or whoever hosts it, I do think they're very honest, which is good in the sense of like, hey, I don't think that this hair color works best for you, or hey, maybe like lay off the tanning, like whatever it may be. I think that you'll get really honest feedback that's there to help you, and not out of a competition or jealousy kind of thing.
Well, and you'll meet such great friends that you know you're going to go through the experience together. So I think that's one of the definite things about attending the classes. Is you don't want to feel alone. It's super helpful.
Because if you get to like auditions and you like have the wrong tights or you need something and you have no friends, you just got to suck it up and be the awkward one that's wrong. And
bunch of wonderful people come through for me in that moment.
So many people, like we all have extra stuff at auditions. And
for sure.
I mean, and we're all probably more than willing to.
Well, everyone's in the same boat. Too.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
you know, if someone else is having a hard time, you definitely want to help them get back on track.
Well, we're going to jump to break again real quick. But before we do that, go to DallasCowboys.com and go to the cheerleader section, and there's a whole drop down for prep classes.
Yes.
We've got Denise DeSherry this weekend, so she's a good one.
Fun.
But so come as many times as you can for the dance ones, but mark your calendars because April 5th is the director's chair with Kelly. So it's your opportunity to get in front of her, hear, you know, she really at the end of the day is the one making the big decisions. Get in front of her, ask some questions, pick her brain, all of that. So check out the website and register. And when we come back, I don't even know. We haven't even prepped. We'll see. We'll have some more fun things.
I have a whole book of
Janelle has it.
Janelle is gonna she's gonna be driving the car.
It'll
in
be
the third
divine.
segment, and then we'll answer some fan questions
Divine.
too.
Divine.
It'll be divine. So tune back into These Boots Are Made for Talking.
If you're like me and you love... I mean, if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
Before your next AT&T Stadium barbecue, gear up with OtterBox, the official outfitter of tailgating. It starts with the Venture Cooler. Built tough in America, Venture keeps ice for days and days. Or stay light on your feet with Trooper super soft coolers, perfect for packing in your signature side dishes.
Tailgating wouldn't be complete without a beverage, so pour one into the OtterBox Elevation Tumbler. It keeps your drinks frosty and toasty. Discover more about OtterBox line of tailgate essentials at otterbox.com.
While a player can look good on paper, it's when he's out on the field that you really find out what he's made of. That's why the Cowboys rely on more than stats and scouting reports when building their team. When picking a tractor, it's why you should rely on more than specs and features as well. You got to take it out and put it to the test. The Cowboys did when they named John Deere their official tractor. To experience one for yourself, visit your local Texas John Deere dealer or go to myjohndeeredealer.com/football.
It can be hard to find the right resource for learning about important financial matters. You search how to build savings, you end up reading about the one weird ingredient from supermarkets that can make you taller. That's why Bank of America built BetterMoneyHabits.com, a safe little corner of the internet for answering your financial questions. Full of simple videos and tips, Better Money Habits can show you how to make the most of your money without resorting to random searches that always seem to lead to unbelievable photos of childhood stars grown up. To learn more, visit BetterMoneyHabits.com.
Essilor has been helping Cowboys fans see better since 1972 so they don't miss a moment on the field. Get glasses with Essilor's best vision, clarity, and protection with the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package. 3 innovative technologies in one lens. For a limited time, you can double your lenses for free when you purchase the Essilor Ultimate Lens Package and get a second pair of frames. Find a participating eye care professional and details by visiting EssilorUSA.com. That's EssilorUSA.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Back to These Boots Are Made for Talkin'.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to These Boots Are Made for Talkin'. We only got a little bit left, so we're going to make the most of our time that we have left with Jinelle co-hosting, back in the saddle, and Briana and Cianna, Miss Cece,
Yay,
as our lovely guests. And before... I said I'm going to let Jinelle drive this segment. Totally. Right. I love it. But before we do that, one last thing. We didn't even ask. The hard-hitting question come this time of year. Will you be re-auditioning?
Go.
I will. I will be. Oh, thanks.
It depends on if I can stop eating Chick-fil-A before, 2 weeks? No. I will. Yes.
Yay. And how's the prep coming along for that?
It's coming.
There.
It's there. It is there. It's just the mindset of
exactly.
Very excited for calendar. I think sometimes it's just a mindset of like, obviously you have to be pretty stringent with your your eating and your exercise. And I've gotten really good at 5 a.m. workouts though. So
Orange Theory, all the way.
5 a.m. is just so hard.
The first week was hard,
too, right?
but after that, it's fine.
I do. I like working out early.
I do too.
And then I love going to Cowboys Fit to use the sauna and like get all your stretching done.
You stretch in a sauna?
Yes.
Yeah.
ma'am.
It's like hot yoga.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
And I love stretching.
I've never even heard of that. Like,
it's a wonderful
thought you just
facility.
Like, sit there and sweat it out. I didn't know.
Well, you got to be proactive. I feel like I can't just sit there. Like, got to make the most of your muscles being hot and
yeah. And then the cryotherapy that we have here at Cowboys Fit.
Very helpful.
Amazing. Yeah. And the Normatec. Have you guys done Normatec?
Yes. That made me feel weird. But
really?
No,
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like they squeeze your legs.
Sometimes I
felt like I
sneak
was
up
like,
my time on it.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I only do it on like baby strength. I don't want it to hurt, but
yeah, no, you gotta.
I don't do it that hard.
Level 7.
I did it with Lacey one time, and
Yeah.
Lacey was on full level 7. I think I was on 3, and I was like, it hurts.
Feels
But
great.
It's really good
legs
for
are
you.
in the bags.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you just lay back, and they just treat you. It's wonderful. Gets rid of all the lactic acid, so you can kick extra high and jump split with no issue.
Yeah, okay.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, so if you're around, check out Cowboys Fit, good recovery center.
Yes.
Apparently you could stretch in a sauna. Who knew?
Sometimes it gets crowded, so then you can't. But
Yeah.
otherwise, people like, what's she doing?
Sorry, I'm work on my
I'm going to like put my leg here.
So like when you hear like splits on the floor and like someone's trying to like climb over you to get out.
Saunas are just too hot. Also,
It's like, well, you don't stay in for that long.
I would never do hot yoga.
I love
did it
hot
one
yoga.
time and it was
I've done it once.
terrible.
Yeah.
I like warm yoga.
I do like hot yoga.
No,
Stop laughing at me.
She likes warm yoga.
You know, like
Nice room temperature.
1995.
Nice room temperature.
95 is hot.
Well, I'm Australian. I like it.
No,
I'm also Hawaiian, and I'm like not about it. No, I can't do it. I can do a sauna because I'll just be sitting there, but
You just
when
have to
I'm
be
like trying to
hydrated.
hold some pose and
I mean, you're not holding it for like hours. It's
It
like
feels like
15
hours.
seconds.
Bikram is pretty terrifying because that's like, you know, there's
wanna
no
say
music
that's what I
and
did.
you hold the pose for.
I don't like that.
And I just that's hard.
My first time was my last time. Yeah.
Okay, it's not for everyone.
Alrighty then. Moving on.
Should you wish to work on your flexibility, I highly recommend it.
should you not?
Questions for
Hope
my
you don't have any
ladies.
issues during jump splits during training.
So, but okay, what do you do for outside exercise or even in off season to keep fit?
I've been on a Pilates kick. I go to sessions a lot. And then I've also been on, it's called Class Studios. It's uptown, I think. And it's like a HIIT class. I say HIIT. Some people say height. But
Can you explain that to our
it's a
audience?
high intensity interval training. Did I get that right? Okay. So it's like you're on for 45 seconds, off for 10 seconds. That 10 seconds feels like 2 seconds. But it's a lot of just cardio. I find that having to like figure out what works best for your body. I remember when like Soul Cycle first like came out and everyone was all about it. I'm like, yeah, I just want to be cool and like go to Soul Cycle. And I kept forcing myself to go and I hated it. Like it just, I hate
cycle
I'm
person.
I'm not a spin fan either.
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
hate
ride
it.
a normal bike and just.
I'd literally rather do anything other than Soul. And I was like, one day I was like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, just stop. Like, just stop. So I've been in Pilates and with a Mega Reformer and then HIIT classes. So.
Yeah, I've done Orange Theory. That is my jam. I started about 2 years ago, and then I love it. And every day that I don't do it, it's like very weird because I was never really like a good workout person. And once you find your niche, it's like then you really can just go for it.
That's like why in senior year I didn't work out at all. You know,
you just didn't enjoy it.
Oh, I didn't find my
Go
niche.
Gators.
Wasn't working out. Go Gators, isn't it? She knows.
I think if you like
Go
try to
right
force
back.
yourself to do something you don't like, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like you just become miserable going all the time.
And you just have to find different things that work for you.
Yeah.
Right.
For
and
sure.
yeah, that's a huge thing. I think before I was like, okay, well, like cycling, everybody's doing cycling, so I'm going to try cycling. But it was just not for me.
It's not. And I
Yeah.
bulk up really easily on like my bottom half. And so like it's all bottom. And I'm like, why am I not losing weight? Because
Yeah,
you are cycling.
You just really have to find what your body likes and works for you.
Are you like in the Tuesday classes, getting to work with different choreographers?
Yes.
That's fun.
We had
so
Marcia
fun.
last week. I love Marcia.
Doesn't she have great
sweetheart.
energy?
I
She
love
does.
her, and I feel like she's very much like old school jazz. And I feel like these days in competition and studio kids are always very like contemporary and lyrically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I grew up with like the lines and the turns, and I appreciate her style.
Yeah,
for sure.
she's a sweetheart too. She's fun and yeah,
Inspirational.
It's just been,
Oh,
yes,
who did
definitely.
we have? Oh, Evan Miller was really good.
Yeah, yeah. It's just been fun meeting different people, doing different styles, just staying in dance, you know, and just having it in your body. Just
Did you do competitions growing up? Dance competitions?
I did.
Or hula competitions?
Yes, good old competition kid.
Yes.
Probably the only person that didn't.
You didn't do competitions? Interesting.
So is that a weird question to ask if you did them? Because
No, I mean, I feel like a lot of people didn't. I feel like they're, especially if you go to more.
but not really. It was just Jinelle.
No, because if you go to like a performing arts high school, you don't really compete. It just kind of depends on what your like focus is. And if you go to like like a performing arts studio or like a traditional ballet school, you don't ever really compete. So just go with that. You're a prima ballerina.
Kind of competition related. I mean, yeah, it is. You were a judge.
Yes, that's. I also met Cece's sister
Yes.
there. She's
Isn't
a
that
lot
funny?
funnier and a lot
Small
prettier.
world.
But
Shout out Aaliyah.
I actually
what
met.
were you judged for?
I was judging college dance nationals for Universal Dance Association. So it's where all the college dance team, most of them in the country, go to compete. In Orlando, Shelly McCaslin was there recruiting. And I was like, dang, Shelly, can I like finish out my year before you try to find my replacement?
What do you look for as a judge? segue. What would you tell these girls who are on college teams to bring to the table for DCC? Because a lot of them probably will be coming to auditions.
Yeah, there's a lot. I saw who Shelly was talking to, so they're all beautiful and they're all great dancers. But I think the biggest thing is kind of translating that style from college to NFL or professional. But if you choose to go MBA, obviously in college, your first priority is being school spirit, and a lot of programs, the competition side of it is second in the administration's mind, but obviously first for the dancers. But I think the biggest thing is just finding that style, like being an adult and looking womanly and not like a college dance team. I think that's what a lot of, like, you can be and you can have 8 billion turns, but we don't do that on the field.
Power
so
its own.
You may be the best contemporary
DCC style.
dancer. Yeah. But if you can't hit that T, I don't know what to tell you.
I know I was so excited when she told me that she was judging, because my little sister goes to University of Washington, and she was there with her team, and they took a picture.
I know.
It was really sweet.
They look like twins, just
really
younger and prettier.
Oh, okay.
Does your sister want to audition for DCC?
I don't know. I think she's just taking it, just enjoying college right now. And I give it to Washington. They have a great squad. So they're very hip hop, which is fun. And she's been doing great. So very excited for her.
Doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, you're doing great, sweetie.
So, Cece, when you were growing up, why the Cowboys?
So actually my studio dance teacher told me one day, honestly, I was not the best dancer in the room. And, I was like just trying to get turns down and all that kind of jazz. But she was like, you'd be great as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And I was like, okay, she told me something cool, like, oh my gosh. And I started watching the show like right the first season, and I followed it, up until my season. So it's always been such a dream just to come out here. And I knew if I wanted to do it, I was going to do it, on my own. I told my parents I was going to do it. So it was a lot. I had to work hard to get here and bring 2 bags to Texas. That's what I landed here with, 2 bags. And yeah, I just kind of went from there. So yeah, here I am.
What about you, Army brat?
I think I went to high school in Texas, and so you obviously know about DCC, and that's such a big thing. And my life took me in a little different pathway, and I cheered for the Titans first. And I thought that after my second year with the Titans, I was going to do one more with them and then retire for good. And then I got to my 3rd year, and I was like, I don't know that I'd ever be able to forgive myself if I didn't do it. And it was a good time to make that break from Titans. And so it kind of honestly worked out. And obviously I did not make it my first year, but I think that obviously propelled me for this year. And I think that it kind of reignited that fire. And I think being around everyone in this organization, it you can't help but be inspired and help want to come back. I think that's why you see so many women come back year after year after year. And it's because you build those relationships. And so many of them are I just come back for auditions because they're fun. I know I may not make it, but I just come back from auditions. I was I don't know if I have that in me, but yeah, I think it's just as cheesy as it sounds. You want to be part of this organization.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell our viewers your feelings while you were in the tunnel on your first game day.
Oh, gosh. Well, Kelly's on my side, and so she comes out of our tunnel, and I was like, "Dang, I hope I don't mess up."
Okay, let's start from the morning you woke up on the first game day. What was going through your head that day?
Did you even sleep?
I had friends in town.
You'll never forget your first game day experience ever.
I had family in town as well.
I had friends and family in town. So Meet the Team was the night before. So
which was so
all
fun.
of that. So fun. Yeah. And then we actually went to brunch. I'm a big brunch person. So if that means I got to wake up at 4 a.m., I'm going to brunch. So we went to brunch and then the game. But I think just having family and friends, they had actually cheered with me on Titans before. So having them there and then obviously having my family there was awesome. But I think your first first game, honestly, regardless of if it's like NBA, NFL, college, or whatever, is very much like, don't mess up. Like, you just don't want that to be like, I was like, where's my yard line? What am I doing? Yeah. But then once it all like settles in, and then CMT was still filming, so you like saw those familiar faces. So I feel like for me, it gave me a little bit of comfort. But
for sure. And I was in the first row going out, leading out of the tunnel, and I was in Kelly's tunnel as well. And it was just such an adrenaline rush. You know, the whole stadium just lights up when that intro video comes on. So it's just another, like, on a whole nother scale of rush, you know, that goes through
you thought? Were you expecting that?
No, I wasn't. I was like, because after 3 months of camp, you're like, I got this, you know, like I can do
you like
this.
couldn't possibly be
right. And then you're standing in the tunnel and you're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do I remember that?
Yeah.
You're like,
you know what yard?
Where do I know?
And a lot of you know, game day people aren't there when you practice. So it's like a whole nother factor that you have to
layer
add
of
in.
distractions.
Yes. And just like the pyro that's going on and your friends and family. Yeah. I was just scared my hair was going to catch on fire, you know? So, because I'm the first one to go if that happens. This hair is the first to go.
I'm right across from you.
She's highly flammable.
I'm highly flammable, yeah.
I do have a question about your hair. Fan question.
Oh, yeah.
Said Angelica Joy on Instagram said, Cianna, love your hair. Do you follow the curly girl method? And what are your favorite projects? How do you do your hair?
Wow, thank you. A lot of product, a lot of hairspray, and a lot of styling gel. So, but I'm getting used to it because I usually wear my hair straight. So, but this is my natural curl. So I'm still getting used to the styling of it. But lots of product, girl. Lots of product.
I don't know anything about curly hair life.
Do you have any more?
My hair doesn't hold a curl. Yes. Okay.
Specialty questions?
Yes. What is your favorite meal you like to prepare?
Ooh.
I don't cook, so
Chick-fil-A for her.
What's your favorite
Lucky
meal?
Charms. I eat Lucky Charms like daily.
I have to
for
say
dinner.
Hawaiian food. I love me some Hawaiian food.
Can you be specific?
Yeah.
So Kahlua pig, which is like Kahlua pork, basically. Yeah, and lau lau, which is like a leaf. Yeah, it's just lomi salmon. All my Hawaiian.
Have you found a
out
place
there.
here you can get?
I've had some good poke up here.
Okay.
A lot of people say poke or pokey. It's poke, but yeah, poke. I
like
love raw fish, so I am all about the raw fish. But yeah, some good poke places up here. I'm surprised. Texas has been doing me well.
Nice.
And Lucky Charms girl, what was your favorite food?
I'm pretty basic. I mean, I don't know that you can really compare with that. I like, you know, there's some people in the world who are like, I eat to live or like live to eat. I'm very much like, I eat to live. Like, I don't.
You eat to live?
Like, you know, people like are foodies and like they just love food. And I'm like, it's there. Like,
oh, no.
Like,
I know.
You don't crave anything. What about a dessert item?
Not really. I gave up sugar for Lent. So my dad was like, you're being real hateful. I went home this weekend and my dad's like, what's wrong with you?
So if she's ever in a bad mood, it's because she doesn't have sugar.
I know. I literally put all training camp. I lived off peanut butter and jelly. Like every training, like that's all I had for training camp was peanut butter and jelly.
Easy
so
enough.
Okay, I have 2 questions left.
Okay, we'll do rapid fire.
Biggest inspiration. Go.
Who
or what?
That's hard. My parents. I would have to say they just push me in to do whatever I want to do. You know, just always behind me. So.
I'd say my grandmothers. I think that I'm very much a blend of both of them, and I get all the good things from them. I mean, probably some of the bad things too, but mostly good things. So, my grandmothers.
Hi, grandmas.
Hi, Grandma.
Carrie.
Oh. Okay, last question. Describe each other in 2 words.
Ooh, 2.
Oh. Okay, you go first.
And they both have to be positive.
They both have to be what?
Positive.
Oh. Come back to me. No.
Look at me in the eye when you say it.
No, they don't really have to be, but let's keep it real.
I don't know if I can do 2 words.
Okay,
I'd say genuine.
Okay.
And
you're gonna make me cry.
Stop. What's a good word? Like, I don't know. I say effervescent because I think that she's just like she like
so
lights
bubbly.
right.
Yeah.
She just lights up a room, and you just can't like. have a bad day when you're around her. So I go with those two.
I would say funny. She can literally, she is the one to make me laugh during practice, during, like even if we're texting. And I think I gotta say blunt. She is to the point and like love it, like the best way possible. Like it's just hilarious.
It gets me in trouble sometimes.
It's great.
A lot of times.
Honest friendship.
Honest,
That's
yes,
nice.
and yeah, she's great. I love
a
Briana.
Good job, girls.
Personally.
I know.
Briana,
Well
and
done,
Cianna.
Rooks.
Oh,
Okay, we do have to go, but this is a good question, so I just have to ask it, and then I promise we'll jump right off.
Okay.
We're closing up on our hour, but how has your life changed becoming a DCC?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Oh gosh,
That's loaded.
Yeah,
I know, right?
that's a
I
good
think
one.
it's changed in all the good ways. I mean, I sleep a little less, but other than that, like if that's the only negative, I feel like I'm doing pretty well, honestly. I mean, I have great friends. I have great, like life is good. I don't know, like that's a loaded question, but it's also one of those ones that's like, it changed in all the good ways. It makes you the person who you want to be. It makes you, it forces you to prioritize your life and prioritize your relationships and prioritize what's important to you. And I think that is something that a lot of people don't learn until later in life. And I'm glad I've learned it now for sure.
Yeah, just meeting everybody here. Everybody here has really made this a home away from home for me, and just people reaching out as well after that. After I'm making the team that I've known for so long. Like my middle school PE teacher reached out to me on Facebook and told me, she remembers when I would talk about it. So it's little things like that where it's like it all really does pay off, just your hard work and for sure.
Well, inspirational ending.
Yes.
We are gonna jump off the air, so I just wanted to send a great thank you to Jinelle again.
Thanks,
for being a lovely
Jinelle.
co-host.
Thanks for having me.
And to Cianna and Briana for being great guests.
girl.
Good job.
And sorry, everybody back there. Let me just see if I can figure out who is next week.
I think it's Maddie. I know it's Maddie.
Maddie and
My curly friend.
I think Daphne and Brennan might switch.
They
So
did.
it's Maddie and Daphne next week. So everybody tune
in.
in again next Thursday at 2 p.m. on These Boots Are Made for Talkin'.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?